Public education in Nebraska.
I am public education in Nebraska.
I am public education in Nebraska.
Public education in Nebraska has many faces.
I am a face. I am a face. I am a face.
Yeah, no, I'm a that.
I am a face.
I am a face of public education in Nebraska.
I may not understand TIOSA
or policy
or what goes on at school board meetings
or educational budgets.
But the results will shape my education.
It will shape my love to learn.
What I aspire to be.
If I will follow my dream.
What I can do to make a difference.
I may not understand the conversations you have about public education,
but I will feel the outcome.
We all will.
The thing that most people don't realize is they always assume that public education school was like it was when they were going to school 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago.
When you walk into public schools across the state of Nebraska, you will witness fantastic learning experiences happening every day. This great nation was founded on the foundation of public education, and in the state of Nebraska, we embrace and take that responsibility very seriously.
When people see the successes we're having, I hope it instills a sense of pride throughout our communities and across Nebraska to feel honored to say that I am a product of public education in Nebraska.
We have amongst the best teachers, administrators, and school board members in the nation. The way we engage our constituents, the way we engage our patrons, the vision that we've been creating here in the state of Nebraska within the public education sphere has been really exciting.
Every day here, we see students who are excited, enthusiastic, and engaged in tremendous learning.
As a teacher in Nebraska, I've been fortunate to be able to travel around the country and connect with educators around our nation, and I absolutely have to say that we are so fortunate in Nebraska to have the public school system that we have. We have support from families, we have support from the community, we have the support of fellow amazing educators who help us be the best that we can be for our state's children.
Public education is the most powerful tool that we have to lift families out of poverty, to bring our communities together, and to prepare students for the future.
When you look at Nebraska's public schools, over 80% of our students are proficient in reading, high 70s for math, and you look at our national comparisons, taking ACT data, we score the highest in the nation of any state that has 80% or more students take their ACT.
The beauty of public education is all means all, which means it doesn't matter where a student comes from, it doesn't matter what their nationality is, it doesn't matter what their level of income is, how they express themselves, what side of town they're from. At the end of the day, we have caring adults that will do everything they can to help that child go from where they are today to where they need to be tomorrow.
Nebraska has the highest level of public support for public education, and that's the legacy of generations of Nebraskans' hard work. Now it's our time. We need to continue this tradition of strong public support for public education in Nebraska that's providing so many opportunities for Nebraska's youth.
Make an investment in the future. Invest in public education in Nebraska.
You know, you never know who that kid may become.
As the daughter of a teacher, a student in Lincoln Public Schools, a parent and a school board member in Valentine, a state senator, and now a United States senator, I am public education in Nebraska.
Public education in Nebraska has allowed me to achieve my highest goals. I'm a successful lawyer and have officiated football on the biggest stage in sports. I am public education in Nebraska.
I am so lucky that I grew up in Nebraska and was able to attend amazing public schools. And I was able to gather the tools that I use today to run my fashion business. I am public education in Nebraska.
I have lived and worked all over the world, and I credit my solid foundation to my family and to the excellent education that I received from Nebraska public schools.
I have walked bean fields through Nebraska, and I have flown to the International Space Station 250 miles above the Earth in outer space. I am a product of education in Nebraska, and education in Nebraska is out of this world.
Public education has allowed me to tackle any obstacle in life. I am public education in Nebraska.
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 We are public education in Nebraska.
All of us had a vision, and it was public education that gave us the tools to make that vision a reality. This list of successful Nebraskans could go on and on, but now it's our job to make sure that the next wave of students can someday look into the camera and say, I am public education in Nebraska.
I have visions for the future.
Ja смотри the future.
I have visions for the future.
These visions require a great education. They require us working together.
From teachers to administrators, to school board members, to parents, to the community,
To play a vital role in my future.
in my future,
To lead.
to be a police officer,
To be a teacher.
To be the next great sports broadcaster.
To run a successful business.
to innovate, to be a doctor,
To be a school board member. To be the next Messi.
To be a scientist.
To engage.
To teach the next generation.
to be the president of the United States,
To be a superhero.
to be a hedgehog farmer. I have visions for the future,
For the future.
so one day I can proudly say,
Proudly say.
Proudly say,
Proudly say,
I am public education in Nebraska.
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 Are you ready? Big smile. Big smile. There you go. I am public education in Nebraska.
What? I am public. I'm sorry, can you repeat?
Yeah.
Huh? That's a lot of words.
Okay, I'm confused. Say that slower.
To lead.
To lead.
To be a fairy princess.
To be a fairy princess.
To innovate.
To innovate.
To be an actress.
To be an actress.
Thank you.
All right, you are free to go.
Nice, nice.
That was hard.
You're good.
Thanks.
Yay.
Awesome.
Nice
Thanks,
work.
dude.